Did you know that the relationships you have, whether with family, friends, or a partner, can directly impact your mental health? From childhood experiences to romantic relationships, the people around us shape our emotional well-being in ways we don't always realize. In today's video, we'll uncover how these relationships influence your mental health, backed by research, and share practical tips to strengthen the connections that matter most. Plus, stick around for a bonus tip that can help you improve your relationships, starting today. Hey there, welcome back to The Mind Matters For You. Let's get started. 1. The influence of family dynamics. First up, let's talk about family dynamics. When it comes to mental health, the family plays a massive role, especially in the early stages of life. According to attachment theory, the relationship you form with your caregivers, your parents, for example, sets the tone for emotional and social development. If you had a secure attachment to your caregivers, you're more likely to have better emotional regulation and healthy relationships as an adult. But what if your childhood wasn't so secure? Well, research shows that insecure attachment styles like anxious or avoidant can lead to mental health challenges later on, like anxiety or depression. There's even a recent study from 2019 that shows how positive parenting, things like warmth, consistency, and active listening, can reduce the likelihood of developing anxiety or depression in children. So, if you're a parent, keep that in mind. 2. Parental influence and family conflict. Now, let's talk about parental influence. Parents are, in many ways, our first role models. They teach us how to cope with stress, manage our emotions, and interact with the world. When parents provide emotional support, children feel more confident, resilient, and secure. But when things aren't so ideal, when parents are neglectful, overly critical, or even abusive, it can lead to some serious mental health risks. Family conflict, like fighting or financial stress, can create an environment that's not just tense but detrimental to mental health. For instance, a 2020 study found that children exposed to parental conflict are at a much higher risk of developing mental health issues, including PTSD and depression, even after they leave home. That's a sobering thought, right? 3. Siblings and social support. But it's not all about parents. Siblings can also play a huge part in shaping mental health. A strong bond with siblings can offer emotional support, reduce loneliness, and help build positive social skills. However, sibling rivalry or abusive dynamics can do the opposite, leading to feelings of inadequacy and insecurity. A 2021 study found that kids who shared responsibilities with their siblings tended to manage their emotions better, which led to lower levels of stress and mental health challenges. 4. Romantic relationships and mental health. Alright, let's shift gears and talk about romantic relationships. Whether you're in a committed relationship or just casually dating, these bonds are important to your mental well-being. A supportive romantic partner can significantly enhance your mental health by providing emotional support and companionship. But here's the kicker: stress and conflict in romantic relationships. They can seriously harm your mental health. For example, emotionally abusive relationships can lead to high levels of depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. In fact, a 2022 study found that people in emotionally abusive relationships were more likely to develop mental health disorders compared to those in healthy, supportive relationships. But the good news is that romantic relationships also provide great opportunities for building social support. And when partners communicate openly, support each other emotionally, and respect boundaries, they can help you manage stress and boost your mental well-being. 5. Extended family and social networks. Next up, let's talk about extended family and social networks. It's not just about your immediate family. Having support from grandparents, aunts, and uncles can be incredibly important, especially during tough times. A 2023 study found that older adults who received emotional support from extended family members had better mental health outcomes. In fact, those with strong support systems showed lower rates of depression and even experienced less cognitive decline. And let's not forget friendships. Social networks outside of family, especially close friends, are crucial for mental health. People who have close-knit friend groups tend to experience lower levels of depression and anxiety than those who don't have strong social connections. 6. The biological impact. Now, let's talk about the biological side of things, how relationships affect our brains. When you're in a supportive, loving relationship, your brain releases a hormone called oxytocin, which is linked to feelings of trust, connection, and emotional well-being. This helps you feel safe and emotionally stable. But when you're stressed out or stuck in a toxic relationship, your brain produces cortisol, the stress hormone. High levels of cortisol over time can negatively impact your mental health and even contribute to anxiety or depression. And if you're thinking, okay, that's a lot of science, don't worry, I've got you. There's a 2020 study that found people with strong, supportive relationships had higher levels of oxytocin, which helped them cope better with stress. 7. How to improve your relationships for better mental health. So, with all this knowledge, how can you improve your relationships for better mental health? Here are some practical tips. 1. Communication is key. Open, honest communication is the foundation of any healthy relationship. Make sure you're actively listening to each other and offering support when needed. 2. Build emotional intelligence. Being able to understand and manage your emotions and the emotions of others can help you navigate challenges more effectively. 3. Set healthy boundaries. Boundaries are essential for maintaining healthy relationships. They help prevent burnout, emotional overwhelm, and resentment. 4. Don't hesitate to seek help. If things aren't going well, seeking therapy either individually or as a couple or family can help. Therapy isn't just for crises, it can strengthen relationships and improve mental health. Bonus tip: create emotional check-ins. Here's your bonus tip. Try doing emotional check-ins with the people you care about. It could be something as simple as setting aside 10-15 minutes a week to talk openly about how each person is feeling. This encourages honesty, reduces stress, and keeps the emotional connection strong. Conclusion: so there you have it. Family and relationships, whether it's with parents, siblings, friends, or romantic partners, have a huge impact on mental health. By understanding how these relationships shape our emotional well-being, we can work to improve them, leading to better mental health for everyone involved. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like it, share it with someone who might benefit, and subscribe for more content on mental health and personal well-being. And of course, feel free to drop a comment if you've got any questions or experiences you'd like to share.